Where would Cher be in 2025?
We might find out.
Oh, as if.
And you are?
That girl.
George Clooney was so kind to me and just such a big brother vibe and lovely.
Maybe. Maybe not.
What advice would you have for that girl?
I just want to hug her and protect her. Hi, I'm Alicia Silverstone. What if you use that? I'm Alicia Silverstone, and this is my ET retrospective.
This is going back to 1992.
I was wondering if I could borrow your bio notes from yesterday.
And I had something she wanted.
Sure. What do you remember about that?
I can feel the memory of being there. Right now, watching it, Fred Savage is so cute. And Fred Savage got my phone number, but it was the days of fax machines, so my phone number was our house phone number, right? And it was a fax machine for my dad's work, so when he called, it went straight to fax, so he thought I gave him a fake number, so that didn't work out for us.
Do you remember auditioning?
Yes, I auditioned a million times because I actually auditioned for a different part.
On the same show?
Yes.
So you, busy Friday night?
Maybe. Maybe not.
What was it about this that you knew, this is what I want to do? Acting is for me.
I was a theater nerd, and my dad took me to see a lot of theater in the West End, being that my parents were English. And so we would go to see a lot of theater, and I was interested in drama class and things like that. And I think I was just interested in the therapeutic aspect of it, I suppose I found my people, that they were more interesting.
What advice would you have for that girl?
I just want to hug her and protect her.
This is 1 year later, 1993, The Crush. Love this one.
I auditioned 100,000 times, and then finally, I heard I had it, and I was going crazy because I didn't believe it. It took a long time, you know, the process, but once I heard, I was very happy.
Why is she cooler than I am now?
What are you doing here?
Missed you at the show. Did something come up?
Go on, get out of here.
There's a scene where I barge into he's at a work event, and I barge in and I grab him and I slap him, and he throws me up against the wall, and it's so violent, and she's insane. I love how crazy it was, and I don't know what I was channeling, but I can imagine some things, but it was just fun.
What was the reaction when this came out, and you know, now you're on the big screen?
I don't remember the reaction of specific. I think that the whole thing was just happening to me, and I was so young that I don't know if you know how to, like, it's just what's happening, right? And so there's no I think it was all very overwhelming for sure. But I think the reason I got into all this was because I loved acting, so that to me is what the journey I was on. And this was a very exciting role because I got to really, I mean, it was a juicy part. The Crush is a very juicy part. And, you know, cutting those lemons. The choices that I made and what came out of me makes me giggle.
What are you doing?
Making lemonade. Want some?
I'm chopping the lemons like a mad woman, like I'm gonna murder someone. And then he looks up and I'm just like, I think I say, you know, want some lemonade? Or I made some lemonade, want some? And it's just so manic and mental. And so where did this come from in this 15-year-old? You know, it's just interesting.
Yeah, Carrie was really wonderful. I mean, when I first got there, I didn't even realize how nervous I was, but every day he was so good for me there. I would have died if he wasn't there.
What advice from Carrie do you remember?
He took care of me, and he tolerated I remember we had to do this kiss scene, and you know, I think he was in his 30s, and I was 15, or just turning 16, and so we did this kiss, and then I immediately had all these feelings of like, oh, he's my boyfriend, right? He must be, because he just just kiss me. Right. Just like Darian thought in the movie. I didn't start stalking him, but I did think that. Not that was not realistically, but there's some part of you that doesn't know how to separate that, which I don't know if I've ever gotten over, but there was this feeling of, I remember I went to his trailer and I said, was that okay? And he was just like, yes. He was, but he didn't, he was not, it was just so Big Brother.
Well, this is our next project, same year, 1993, your music video era.
Steven Tyler looks so amazing when he's just, that scream he does with his mouth is incredible. And Stephen Dorff was such, everyone had a crush on Stephen Dorff. He was just dripping in ladies' man. I didn't know who Aerosmith was, you know. I was 16, or 15, I was 16. And, but the people that worked around me, they knew who Aerosmith was, and they were like, yes, go.
Ew, get off of me. Ugh, as if.
So moving along to 1994, still as popular today as ever.
Who's that? Is that me and Brecken? What are we doing? That's so cute. I don't remember Brecken and I having that kind of bond at all. Like, that's so sweet that we're sitting there with our heads together on the floor. He needs to see that.
Cher's a very happy girl. She's happy, 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 happy. Very unusual. And she goes around trying to please everybody, and she just has that, she's very motherly nature to take everybody under her wing, and she sometimes does things that she doesn't realize it's not very much for their benefit. She thinks it is. She's controlling, but not in a bad way.
Did you know then, though, what a cultural sensation this would be all these years later?
There's no way anyone could have known the cultural phenomenon that this was. There's just, I don't know how you could.
What is the most quoted Clueless line you get?
I don't know. I feel like people say all kinds of things. I mean, of course, as if, and yeah, I think as if is the main one. I say some of them in my head sometimes. I don't, and that's because of other people having said them, and now they're, oops, my bad comes into my mind. I don't really say it out loud, maybe to my son.
Oops, my bad.
Where would Cher be in 2025?
I don't know, we might find out. Are you asking me about the potential of this?
The potential reboot, or where you would like to see her?
Yes. Okay, so where we are at with that is that it's very early stages, and I'm obviously excited. I never thought that that was something that I would ever do, because I wouldn't want to mess up this thing that we all love so much. And so we will do our very best to honor the original movie that we love, and also bring something new to it. That's the goal, and I believe we will execute that goal. You know, I can't wait to step back into Cher's skin and her fancy designer shoes that will be gently used, of course, duh. But in terms of what she's doing and what we know, that's all mum's the word until it happens.
See, I'm outie.
Bye.
Using feminine wiles to get what you want, trading on your looks. Read a book, sister. That passive-aggressive number went out long ago.
And you are?
Batgirl.
That's not awfully PC. What about bad person or bad woman?
It's ridiculous.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, but George Clooney was so kind to me, and just such a Big Brother vibe, and lovely. I'll forever, ever have memories of him being so good.
I love that. Did you keep the suit or anything?
No! Nobody wants to keep that suit or wear that suit. It's not comfortable.
This is 2003 Mismatch. We're jumping into the 2000s.
You've acted with a ton of great people, but are there moments for you where you sit there and go, that's Ryan O'Neal?
He reminds me every day.
So ridiculous.
Ryan comes into work and he goes, Ryan O'Neal love story. And then I go, Alicia Silverstone, Broadway. And then we just start laughing, and it's so fun.
I don't remember Ryan saying that every day and me saying that back. That's so ridiculous. I loved Mismatch. That was a hard job. It was a lot of work, but I loved it. I loved the character. I loved playing with Ryan and James Roday. He's still my really good buddy. I mean, Bradley Cooper was my lover, not my lover, my boyfriend for a minute there. He was metrosexual. We had all kinds of wonderful actors come through.
You can tell me to leave you alone. You can slam the door in my face, but I cannot wait 6 months.
This is Beauty Shop 2004.
Is that me?
Oh my God.
Hi, Gina.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but that was fabulous hair.
Now, every time I go out, I can't stop dancing like that.
Come on.
So it's like it's in me now, and I have to dance that way.
Shake it like a salt
I
shaker.
definitely don't go out dancing like that.
Is this, you're not dancing like this anymore?
I don't know that I ever was. What is she talking about? That was so much fun. That dance was so fun. Working with all of them was so fun. And I had, yeah, it was a great adventure.
He dropped it like it's hot. Greg Heffley, you are grounded for life.
He asked me, what does it mean to be grounded for life? And I had to explain to him what that meant, and I tried to give him the like fairy tale version of it.
You must have a good boy then, because he's never been grounded, it sounds like.
Oh, no way, he's 6.
Right.
He's a great kid.
And, yeah, he is a sweetheart.
Bear is now 14, you said. Has he been grounded yet?
I don't want to tell you about Bear because he is 14, so you'll just get me in trouble with my kid. But he is a very sweet, sweet boy. He is a good guy, and we have amazing communication, and he, no, I've never said you're grounded ever, but we trust each other a lot, and it's just really sweet. You want to know how I ended up here? I blame my father.
We have Irish Blood coming out. Set us up, tease it.
I really love the mystery and crime-solving elements, and it's quirky. And also, there's good, rich, emotional drama. She's really so close to her dad, and at 10 years old, he suddenly abandons her, and she gets some mysterious communication from him 30 years later and goes to Ireland and then finds herself entangled in this mystery. And in her journey to find him, because that's her mission, she's really sort of finding herself because she's been very bruised by that abrupt exit. My dad's missing. I have to find him. Help me.
I was hoping you'd ask.
I suspect you aren't the only secret he kept.
Where are you going?
As an officer of the law, it's best you don't know. I love the show. I'm really proud of it. I worked really hard on it, and I think it's, and you know what? My boy, who's 14 years old, I let him watch it because there's nothing, you know, inappropriate, and he just closed his eyes when I kissed someone in it. But he loves the show. He said, he was like, this is a great show. And he just couldn't, because he watched it as, you know, I was working on every one of the edits. So when it would get to the pre-lock, I'd let him watch it with me at the pre-lock. And then he just wanted to see the next one and the next one and the next one. So that's really good. You want my advice? Trust no one.